Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year's, happy holidays. It's Saturday after New Year's. New Year's was second, third, so I guess it's technically the 4th because it's like 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, but you know, close enough. I have some friends, some furry friends. I haven't made an update in a long time. I haven't been in this room in a long time. Filling it with Christmas presents. Nice, lots of tools I got. Nice handy tools that I asked for. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown because I tried to make this video and it went like 20 minutes and then I didn't want to split it. Pretty sure we got mice, which is why the cats are in here. We've had 2 mice. We've been here about 8 months now. And we've had 2 mice, and the cats have got them both. So I came in here, and you can see that's all chewed, and there's chew there, and all along there, and yeah. So I'm concerned about the wiring, but I just don't love having mice in my house, so I figure let the cats in every once in a while with my supervision. Just keep everything away from the edge so they can't knock stuff off. They've been pretty good. They haven't knocked anything off. I've been letting them in here for a while. So that's that. I had a good holiday. Busy. My parents are divorced, and with Danielle's parents, we've been running around with the heads cut off. I'm pretty tired, guys. Sorry, it was a long day. Anyways, giving you the rundown. So I went to a rail club meeting today with my fiance's sister's boyfriend, and it was really great. I had a great time. He introduced me to a bunch of people. It was kind of the first time I got to kind of hang out with him personally, and he's a real nice guy, real good guy. Seems to know his stuff pretty good when it comes to, you know, the history and some of the details of what, like the railroads and the locomotives, and you know, a lot of these guys are real great at what they do, you know, so it was nice to kind of meet them because I've never went to a train show, or not a train show, a club layout before, so it was really great to see firsthand how things work. So, anyways, we got talking about my layout, and I mentioned some of the concerns I have, one of which being space, because it's 4x8 with the 2x6 there tacked on. I have just over 2 feet where I'm standing, about 17 inches here, I think. And I think I'm down to just over a foot. I think it's just nicking 13 over there. I can fit. I'm a scrawny guy. What my issue is we've this water pipe coming in here, and just under a foot clearance. And I can get past it, but the problem is my belt sticks. There's zip ties on it because it zip tied the ground wire. So there's zip ties. Hi, Harley. And my belt gets caught on that, and it's gonna shake it. It does shake it, and it kind of moves it around, and one of these days it's gonna snap, or it's gonna start leaking. And I don't want to have that happen. So, anyways, I was expressing some of my concern, kind of telling him about it, and he mentioned the walk around layout. Now, Ron, if you're watching this, you can say I told you so, because Ron, from way back when, suggested a walk around layout, and I said, yeah, no. Well, I should have done it. So anyways, I did now. So pretty much came home, visited some more people, got home, and immediately kind of went to work on a layout. Now I'm gonna move the cat. There we go. I couldn't find any, you know, with the 4x8, I kind of found Rice Harbor. I kind of customized it a little bit, but, you know, the base gave me something to build on with, you know, prototypical or realistic spurs and sidings and industries. Well, I couldn't find one for, I looked at a lot of examples and whatnot, and I kind of came up with my own. So the room's about 7.5 by 11.5, and pretty well. We'll start at the yard here. So you've got the yard, and now this is just rough draft. I hope to make a lot of changes. Maybe not. I mean, I really need opinions. I need input, and which is why I'm making this video. So we start at the yard. Turntable for all the engines. That may be a roundhouse. That's an Atlas manual turntable. I'm probably gonna purchase a Walthers one. It's just for any rail. They didn't have the Walthers one, or I couldn't find it, so I just said whatever. So I do kind of want also a maintenance shed coming off here, with a spur to, for things like repair, or somewhere else to kind of store the engines, that kind of thing. But anyways, we have the main yard here. Kind of comes down. It's a single main line. Anyways, we come into our first siding here, and now I've given them all industries, drawn little pictures, just to kind of see if I can visualize it. So I've just named this Arm Prior Petrol Canada, and so you have you kind of go in. You've got the 2 stations. Initially, that's what this was going to be. So it's here now. This is all track. Also, I used all the track that I already have, so that I don't have to go out and buy any track, because I'm gonna pretty much reuse everything I can. I'm gonna rip up as much foam as I can. I can reuse the plywood. I can reuse the base foam. I can reuse most of the roadbed foam, all the track, the switches. Nothing's glued down other than the roadbed foam, and that's water soluble. So I'll squirt some water in there, rip it up, no big deal. I'm not too worried. Worst case scenario, I ruin the roadbed foam and I go out and I buy another pack. Like, no big deal. I'm not too worried. That's obviously there's going to be losses when you're doing things like this. You kind of salvage what you can. All my wiring, they are cut, but they're cut in 2-foot sections or a foot section, or 10-inch sections, so I can reuse them. I won't waste them. I'll collect them. I'll sort them. That kind of thing. Anyways, so getting back to this, so these are actual Picos that I've got over there. Come into this other one. You have Lanark Scrap. That's just a general industry I kind of made up, and you have the Almont Textile. So anybody familiar with the Valley? I did bylaw for Lanark and Almont in Mississippi Mills there, and they're like 5 minutes away. I can't believe how close they are driving. So I figured, so you have Lanark Scrap, and then actually Almont Textile Factory. Now that's a museum now. Back in the 1980s, that wasn't. So that's pretty cool. So kind of getting back on the main line, just kind of have a rock cut I'd like to try out. Tried to give the main line some depth. You can see here that's the Ottawa River. So we come in, and here we are on Renfrew. So you've got the Renfrew station. I don't know if I'm actually going to do passenger things. I put it in just to kind of think about it, And we have Imblos, so that closed down a couple years ago, but they were a large manufacturer of things, metal, manhole covers, that sort of thing. So we're going to come back here. This is where the door is behind me, and that's going to be a lift out. Kind of take the now these are 22 radius curves. I've used flex track to keep the rails down because you can only go 50. And I had to actually do half on one file, half on the other, and then Photoshop them together. But so here we get into the Smiths Falls Hershey factory, and they have a VO rail station. Actually, their old one is now a museum, so I'm going to recreate that. And then this is just kind of the Smith Falls yard, but that's not prototypical because their yard's on a big curve. But whatever, I just gave it a name because I was like, oh, how funny, This isn't permanent. This is my first draft. I really want input on it because I want it to be, you know, semi-prototypical. At least that way I can, you know, think, well, if somebody comes over and wants to run a train, I don't want to have to justify everything and look stupid that, you know, well, yeah. No, you know, I want it plausible that, you know, a train can pull up and, you know, your main line is separated from the yard, but you do have some switches. You know, like I want the possibility that, you know, if somebody's on the main line, you can still be, you know, crapping about in the yard or, you know, switching industries and, you know, that kind of thing, and then scooting in so that they can pass, that kind of thing, you know. But please let me know, good or bad. I need the constructive criticism, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stripping this at some point. As soon as I actually make up my mind, this is all kind of theoretical. I can't even say that. I'm too tired. Whatever. Theoretical. Bah. Sorry, guys. But I'm going to, you know, I can use everything from this layout for that layout. If my calculations are correct, I have 50 square feet of plywood. It needs 50 square feet of plywood. As long as I cut okay, which, knowing me, I won't, but you never know. Anyways, that's just what's been going on. I really wish that this could have worked out for me, but, you know, as my sister, or my fiance's sister's boyfriend said, he said, you know, he's had his layout design for 10 years, and he can still look at it and say, that's a great layout. I haven't even had mine, you know, 8 months, 10 months, and I look at it and go, it's okay, but and you know, if there's a but in there, probably, and you know, so I think I'd really prefer this, and you know, anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Let me know what you think. Feel free to give me criticism or say what I did good or right. You know, I that's what I need. I need criticism or, you know, kind of validation on what I've done correctly, because what I want to do is I've left this space open because I may expand onto there. Or any ideas, you know, this is also going to be at the same height, but I may very well, you know, do a lower or upper level just for, you know, staging. There's a lot more possibilities with the around the room layout, and I don't know because I've never had them. So by all means, fill me in, say what you want to say, give me tips, give me, you know, just give me everything you got. I really appreciate it, guys. Some of you must be just shaking your head because I can never make up my mind, you know. I said this whole time that I wanted to do it right and I wanted to do what I want. And, you know, I finally made up my mind, and then here I am changing it again. But, you know, what can I say? Alright, guys, well, thanks for watching. Take care, and until next time, enjoy yourself. Have a good 2015. Alright.